Okay, so since I've asked you only simple questions so far, I thought I'd finish with a tougher question. I have been convinced for a year that over a year, for a year and a half probably, that inflation is on the way down. It has been. I've been convinced that it's going to keep going down. In fact, that we're going to get into maybe deflation because of the AI changes that are coming and the robotic changes that are coming, that the amount of productivity increases that we will see will actually drive prices down. But the last 2 months, we've seen slight upticks in inflation, at least according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. No, the Bureau, whichever one it is, I forget who does the inflation, the CPI and the PPI. And so we've seen increases the last 2 months, yet on the opposite side of that, you've got Truflation saying that we are down around 1.76. And then I got this friend of mine in Florida who says, what's wrong with these guys over at the CPI? The price of housing is going down all around my house, all around my neighborhood. So what do you think? Is inflation done? I did a thumbnail a week ago. Inflation is done, and now it ticked up again. So what do you think?
I think it's your fault.
Yeah, see? Yeah, of course.
Well, let's see. Is inflation done? I think there's always, it's a nuanced question.
I told you it was going to be the easiest question of the day.
Well, it's a simple question, but it's not a simple answer. Is inflation done? Where? In what? Right? The real question you're asking is, are we going to get an aggregate of inflation to continue to come down, or is the aggregate of inflation reading measurements going to continue up? And I'm of the point of view that we will continue to see the aggregate of inflation come down. So that doesn't mean that grocery prices might not go up. That doesn't mean that your car insurance might not go up. But when we include the cost of housing, when we include the cost of computers and lumber and all that in aggregate, I think it will continue to come down slowly.
Okay.
But I believe that we are slowing down a lot as a country, and we don't see it. And I think that is one of the reasons why, like, I do think there is some, some people call it inflationary effects. You and I don't. We see it more as a one-time potential impact from the tariffs. I do think that that's happening. It's inevitable, right? Like, that has to be eaten somewhere. How much from who? It's distributed, right? It's not like one thing.
Right.
And so I do think that's been hitting and slowly hitting us. But I think because we're slowing down so much as an economy that you're not really seeing it. Today's CPI, it doesn't show necessarily inflation's increasing, but it's showing it's stagnant a little bit. And to me, the reason it's stagnant is because we've been slowing down. And so it's kind of compensating for those one-time hits, or what some people call attacks or inflation on us consumers. So my theory is that our slowdown is masking the effects of the tariffs, and the tariffs are ironically masking the effects of the Fed staying high. So they're kind of neutralizing each other, but by that happening, it makes us think that we're seeing something that we're not seeing. Or better yet, it's not allowing us to see the problem that we have.
Mm-hmm.